welcome back. As always, I am Oz, and today we're going to be starting Chapter 3 of Azurael Circle. In the first two chapters, the first one we followed a private investigator as he investigated the suicide of his mother. In the second chapter, we followed a private investigator looking into the disappearance of 5 teenagers. And in this one, I believe we are following a news journalist at a nursing home. A little bit different. So the first one took place in the 70s, the second one took place in the 80s, so this one's either going to take place in the late 80s or the early 90s. So let's hop into this and see what Chapter 3 is all about. First two chapters are really good. Seems like the first one was really short, the second one was a little longer, so let's see if this third chapter is going to be even longer than the first two. My name is Miles King. I'm an investigative journalist from New York City. What I'm about to tell you sounds absurd, but please keep listening. My grandfather, Reginald King, once lived in the Old Ways nursing home a few miles from Eden, New York. I hadn't seen him in about 6 months and wanted to pay him a visit. He was always good to me. He always asked about my life and made sure to write so that we never lost touch. I definitely owed him a visit after all of the support he'd given throughout my life. What I didn't expect was to get involved in my most bizarre investigation since my work in the meat traders of South Brooklyn. I may not convince all of you, but if I can convince even a small percent, then it's worth my career. I drove out to the countryside where Old Ways was located. I got out of my car and walked up the driveway. Old Ways Nursing Home. This is it, all right. The sign gives it all away. What should I do? Go in with a few jokes? Chat up the lady on reception? What if it's a man? Good Lord! It may be a bit somber inside. Maybe tone it down a notch. Ugh, never mind. Overthinking again. Enough rambling. Gramps is waiting for me. Alrighty, let's get to exploring. It's yes, arrow key still. If I was ever uncertain of whether this was Old Ways Nursing Home, then this would answer my question. Indeed. Can't go to the sides on either side, maybe? Nope, can't. Alright, in the front door we go. Actually, let's... better. Alright, let's go in the front door. Excuse me. Hello? Do you hear me? Ms. Margaret Thompson. Mrs. Margaret Thompson to you. And yes, I hear you. Can't you see that I'm busy? I'm just looking for my grandfather. His name is Reginald King. Goes by Reggie sometimes. Do you know him? It's not that big of a place. I know him. Go down the hall to your left. He's in one of those rooms. Which one? Look around until you find him. Edna's barricaded herself in again, so you don't have that many options. Huh? Barricaded herself in? You heard me. I did, but I'm confused. I think it's pretty understandable. Social cues aren't gonna do it, are they? I suppose I'll have to be blunt. I'm busy. Go away. Fine. Whatever, I guess. Thanks. It looks like there's scrap paper, a few receipts, and food waste in this trash can. Great. What a lovely plant. Where do you think you're going? Not in there, apparently. I'm busy, young man. Leave me be. Alright. Wrong way, young man. Alright. To this way. 'Tis a potty. The toilet is pretty clean, as it should be. The mirror looks like it's been cleaned very recently. Entirely spotless. I don't have time to take a bath. I'd hope not. It's kind of creepy that she has red eyes. Can I move with... No, it's got to be the arrow keys. Okay. There's 5. 5? 5 what? A father, a mother, a sister, and then 2 brothers. You don't sound too good. Are you okay? Yeah. It looks like a handkerchief. I'm sure this old lady won't mind if I borrow it. I'll return it fully washed. Stealing from the elderly. Stealing from the elderly. From old folks' home. That's better. Just a good old cabinet. Just a small drawer. Nothing to see out the windows, apparently. Alright, down here. I think that's him, but I'm gonna... Hello? Get out of here! I told you I ain't opening this door. I'm not falling for your tricks, Black Sock. I think you've got the... Leave! I'm out. Miles? You're finally here. Hi, Gramps. How are you? Fine. Just fine. As good as I can be expected. How have you been doing? I've been reading all your articles. You're a good writer, my boy. Thanks, I really appreciate that. You've always been a big supporter, and it means so much to me. I've been pretty good, keeping busy, you know? I'm sure. Any young ladies in your life yet? I wish. Been too busy with work to go on many dates. You know, there's a nice young nurse that works here. Betty's her name. Well, except... Is there something wrong? No, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. Tell me, Grandpa. Are they not treating you properly? No! No. It's... Can I be completely straight with you and you not call me crazy, old man? I'd never do that. Unless you say something completely and utterly absurd. Enough of your jokes. I'm deadly serious. Apologies. Go ahead. Tell me. Whatever it is. Well... I strongly suspect there's something going on in this place. It started a week or 2 ago. Edna started yelling about rituals and demons. Just a bunch of things you expect an old lady to yell if she's going a bit funny. The thing is, I've known Edna for the better part of 3 years now, and she's not shown any sign of being crazy at all. She's probably the most physically and mentally astute person in here. These things can just hit you all of a sudden, though, no? That was my first thought. Then I heard that creepy janitor talking. Janitor? His name is Rodney. He's not been here too long, but he looks like a sick son of a bitch. Always has a creepy stare on him. He's always rude, and the only person he shows any real respect for is Mr. Blackstock. Who's that? Matthew Blackstock is the owner of this place. He wanders around every now and then, but he's usually in his office. What did the janitor say? Rodney, was it? Yes, Rodney. He was outside arguing with somebody. I couldn't climb into my wheelchair fast enough to see who. but it sounded serious. He mentioned something about a ritual gone badly and how it can't happen again. It's probably just some nonsense, but if it set Edna off, then it's worth looking into. I can't have a prowl about if you think it would help. I might put your mind at ease. Are you armed? What? No. Take this just in case. I've got a spare. A pocket knife? Nobody here would do you any harm as far as I can tell, but I don't trust Rodney. If he thinks you're investigating him, he may get hostile. I don't want you to get yourself hurt by trying to help me. All right, I'll have a look around and see what I can find. Thanks, my boy. Don't mention it. Take a look inside your room first. Just a good old cabinet. What's on your bedside table, Grandpa? I've always wanted a tiny milk carton. In case you haven't watched the first few of my episodes of chapter 1 and 2, we do have a inventory. I highly suggest going back to watch those other videos, or this all might not make sense in the long run. Up to you. So I got a pocket knife, milk, and that handkerchief we stole from that invalid. I'm gonna go ahead and save because this is a lot of talking, and just in case something, freezes, I don't want to have to do it all again. Just an empty coffee cup left. I'm sure there's nothing wrong. Maybe just try and speak to Edna if she'll let you in. I think she knows something about Matthew's wife, Linda. Ooh. Hello? Get out of here! I told you I'm not opening this door. I'm not falling for your tricks, Blackstock. I'm Reggie's grandson, Miles. Miles? He's talked about you a lot. What do you want? Gramps just wanted me to speak to you about what's been going on here. That's all. Hello? I'm thinking. Fine. You can come in. The door is still locked? I did too good a job, it seems. Huh? I broke the handle. You're gonna need to sort this out. Fine. I'll be back. Unbelievable. Ha. There you are. Miles, I believe. Am I correct? Yes, that's right. Who are you? Forgive me, my friend. Forgive me. My name is Matthew Blackstock, and I own this place. But please, just call me Matthew. My grandfather mentioned you. How do you do? I'm very well, and hopefully I'm doing some good. In truth, I've wanted to speak to you since Reggie mentioned you were coming. I trust he's spoken to you about his good friend Edna? Yes, he did. She sounds like she's got a few concerns, to say the least. Indeed, indeed. A few of the staff have taken calling her crazy, old Edna. Horrible, just horrible. When they're old and suffering, I'm sure they wouldn't want such atrocious things said about themselves. Would you mind if I took a look about the place? I just want to put my grandfather's mind at ease and then enjoy the rest of my visit. Of course you can. Old Ways has nothing to hide. We're a very friendly and open place. Margaret? Don't give Miles here a hard time if he wanders about. Let him go into the various wings. Fine. There we go. No problem at all. Thank you, Mr. Blackstock. Matthew, I insist. Matthew, then. I appreciate you being so accommodating. I'll not cause you too much of a fuss. Do not worry, do not worry. I need to step out briefly, but I'm sure we'll run into each other again. What does this book say? Just what do you think you're doing? If there's an emergency, I can always make a call here. A locked door, eh? Miles is on the case. I'll find the key. Doesn't look native to New York. Looks like my hair when I was 17. Nice, nice. We're just walking into people's rooms like, I don't know you. Welcome. Yes? Excuse me, but do you have a moment? Ah, you must be Reggie's son. Grandson? Close enough. They say you're some sort of investigative journalist, so you're uncovering conspiracies, going undercover in big companies and the like. Not quite that interesting, I'm afraid. It's much more low scale generally, but I'm still proud of my work. Alright, but how about a little test then? A test? What for? To see if you're worthy. I'm worthy. Worthy of what? What does that even mean? All will be revealed in due time, my boy. Let's just say I'm curious about your ability to research. Matthew values what I say, and I'll put a good word in for you. For what? You'll see. Just trust me. Why should I? I'm not Rodney. I'm no worm. I'll give you some sugar if you agree. Excuse me? Give me some sugar. I don't think I need sugar from you. Yes, sugar. You can make yourself a nice coffee. It'll help you mull things over. Everybody here always runs out of sugar, but not old Abraham. How can I refuse an offer like that? Your sarcasm won't do you any good. Are you interested or not? I guess, but only if it makes you talk a bit. I'm not getting much information out of anybody else. What do you want me to do? It's more about what I want you to learn. I want to see if you're as observant as I believe you to be. I'll ask you some questions, and I want you to go seek the answers. Sounds straightforward? It is. It may answer some of your questions about old ways. Now we're getting somewhere. Just ask me when you're ready for my first question. Sure. First question. What is the job of my brother? You didn't even try. Come back to me when you've put a bit of effort in. Your brother. Just a good old cabinet. I don't know who your brother is, old man. Nothing worthwhile in the dresser. Just a small drawer. Okay, who is Abraham's brother? Who is Abraham's brother? Another guy in a bed. Ugh. Excuse me, could I have a word? Reggie's grandson? Yes. I'm Miles. Do you have a second? Beware. Beware what? Beware the huntress. The fleshmongers. The red huntress. He seems to be a bit out of it. Maria Weston knows. Who's Maria Weston? Anything different? These rooms are kind of empty. I'm not... Ooh. I'm just... Oh, wait. I need to go in there. See. It's a screwdriver. Perhaps I could use this to unscrew a lock on a door? A mop and bucket. Not ideal for the carpet, but maybe used for the bathroom. A long cut of rope. I've needed stranger things when I've went undercover. I took some rope. A pair of gardening gloves. They're not in too bad a shape. Looks like a few notes scratched into an old note. These sick old farts. Father said that I must tolerate them because he would choose me over them. Unbelievable. But I must do as he says. He's given me everything I have and is continuing to help me. These rituals are only the next step. By the end of 88, I swear I'll have proven myself to him. Reginald is the worst one. He's so friendly to me when I despise him so much. Miles this, Miles that. As if he doesn't have any other grandchildren. He puts his favorite above everybody else. Edna is becoming a problem. I believe she knows about my new mother. With the old mother dying, it's been left for Natasha to fill the void. I want to smother her, but Matthew said we aren't murderers. I must listen to him. I must follow his every word. Thomas is harmless, but I can't help but feel hatred for him. He doesn't really talk to me, and I appreciate that. If he did, I'd strangle the bastard. The urge to kill him gets stronger every day. I don't know if I can hold back the temptation much longer. If I feel stressed, I just need to remember how much Matthew saved me and that he told me not to kill. I must listen. Marjorie is barely functional these days, and that's how I like her best. She just sits there quietly and barely speaks. I think she's giving up on life, and it's just so joyous to see. It brings me true happiness. Brother is the biggest problem of all. One of my closest allies? I don't think so. We're just bound together by secrets we share. It's like the government officials that always cover up for each other, all into the same foul acts. It sickens me. I'm in a pact with Abraham. It's signed by Rodney. He seems to slip in and out of using some sort of code name. Rodney is Abraham's brother. Gotcha. Looks to be a broom. The name Rodney is etched into the shaft. It's his broom. Don't steal it. He'll come for you. There's a wide variety of supplies on the shelves. Nothing that really stands out to me. Keep just walking right back into the rooms. I need to stop holding the arrow key. Let's go talk to Abraham and tell him that his brother is Rodney. Janitor. It's Rodney, the janitor. You're correct. Second question. I have only one sister. What's her surname? What's her Nugget's name out here? Thompson? Was it Thompson? No. I don't know. Smith is a common. You didn't even try. Come back to me when you put a bit of effort in it. Wait. What's your sister's surname? Oh no. Is this your sister here? Or is Edna your sister? I'm going to unscrew the handle. Hopefully I can remove the lock from there. Give it a try. That seemed to work. I've ruined the screwdriver head. It must have been quite brittle. Miles? That's me, all right. Reggie wanted you to investigate what's going on here? He did, yeah. I know these accents are all over the place. There are so many characters all at once, all talking. It's hard to keep some of them straight. My bad. So he's finally starting to listen. Seems like it. Trust Blackstock, and don't trust Rodney either. There are strange things going on here. Can you elaborate for me? Matthew isn't the kind of man he seems. He cheated on his wife. He's consorting with scum like Rodney, and he tried summoning a demon which got his wife killed. His wife killed? You heard me. But before we discuss more, I need you to do something for me. Hang on. I'm helping you already. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to kill me very soon. I want you to get something for me before that happens. Aren't you a little paranoid? No! Fine, fine. What do you need? I've not been getting my letters. I'm certain that some of the staff have hidden them on Blackstock's orders. Find them for me, please. All right. I'll do it for my grandfather. Okay. Just good old cabinet. Yes, I'll go do that for you, but first let me rummage through your drawers. See if there's anything interesting. I'm surprised there's nothing wrong. Maybe try and speak to Edna if she'll let you in. I think she knows something about Matthew's wife, Linda. Oh, it'll let me in here now. Nice. Hello there. How are you? I'm very good, thanks. Are you Reggie's grandson? He's always talking about you. That's me. My name's Miles. I'm Elizabeth, but everyone just calls me Betty for short. Okay, Elizabeth. Or Betty. Whichever you prefer. Are you okay? You're turning red. I'm all good. Okay then. Well, I'll see you around. It's my 28th birthday in a couple of days. Will you be around for the party? I'll see if I can manage that, Elizabeth. Please, call me Betty. Alright, we will call you Betty. Save, save. Alrighty, I think this is a good place to stop this video. Interesting so far. Not a lot's happened. Some sort of weird stuff's going on in this nursing home, and we are getting to the bottom of it. So, well, thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you could like, comment, subscribe, and share to see if anyone else would enjoy watching this as well, I would much appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.